Run Jump Fail is a funny little 3D obstacle course based platformer about a funny yellow guy with red shoes who walks weird. If you care about social issues, you probably own this game because it came with Itch.io's bundle for racial justice and equality. You might not have noticed under the pile of critically acclaimed indie games like Night in a Woods, or Celeste, or Short Hike, Nuclear Throne, 2064, or One Shot, but rest assured, Run Jump Fail provided just as much to the bundle as any of those other games. Your goal in each stage is to navigate the many hazards and collect a star at the end. Unlike a more traditional platformer like a Kaya Dark Lineage or Attack 2 Staff of Dreams, Run Jump Fail doesn't feature tight, precise movement that reacts at the touch of a button. Happy Man, the little freak you play as, likes to take his time. He takes nice, big steps. He'll reach max speed when he's good and ready, and he can only jump when one of his feet is on the ground. These giant steps also give him piss poor balance. If any part of his body besides the bottoms of his feet touches anything, he'll get knocked over and he'll have to restart from the beginning of the stage. He'll get punched by pistons, concussed by cannons, goon over gaps, twisted by turntables, and punctured by poles with this seemingly simple control scheme. This is the fail part of the name. Hopefully Run and Jump are self-explanatory. Now this game isn't very deep. I've effectively described it in its entirety in the previous paragraph. What's truly impressive is just how fun it feels to play. Because Happy Man is so sluggish, you'll need to know exactly what to do to succeed. You need to know where to start running, how fast you need to go to step at a ledge, you'll need to nail the timing of your jump. The process of becoming hyper-aware of your body and position is surprisingly engaging for such a simple game. And frankly, it is a little funny to watch him fall over sometimes. This isn't a groundbreaking, industry-changing sleeper hit indie game. It's a small personal project by a developer named... Okay, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that one. A developer for whom game dev seems more like a hobby than a passion. It's a game I downloaded on a whim, played on a whim, and reviewed on a whim. There's a lot of depth to mine from the concept, but the levels are, again, all simple obstacle courses. Not every game needs to be a new foundation for all games going forward. When you play as many games as I do, and yes, I am bragging, not all of them have to literally be the best game ever made. I think there's a lot to be said about 1 hour long indie games for which adequacy is the highest goal. Most people don't really like to think about it, but there are thousands of terrible games being published every single day by people who are just getting started in development, or they're doing it for fun, or maybe they've been at it for a while and they're just bad at it. I've filled a few notepads with notes and drawings of similar quality. I won't say that all games are created equal. There are games I would definitively say are better or worse than Run Jump Fail, but in general I think the act of creation itself is more important than a creation that is good. Why else would I still be making videos? There are massive AAA blockbusters with rave reviews that I think about less than Run Jump Fail. It's just a game about putting one foot in front of the other, knowing how to pace yourself, getting knocked over, and picking yourself up to try again. It's not pretentious, it's not trying to punch above its weight class, it's not about the human condition, it's not a reflection of our culture, it's not about your strained relationship with your parents, your partner, or your kids, it's not about right and wrong, it's not about being trans. It's about a funny yellow guy with red shoes who walks weird, and that's all it needs to me, because I like it. When a big-ass studio with 1 billion people releases a shitty game, it's a tribute to mismanagement and poor planning. But when a solo dev releases a shitty game, it's art, and a testament to the human spirit. Not all games are created equal, but especially not all bad games are created equal.